they're just going to be like and making a move here and there. But Nifty is going to be your best bet. I will just close this and then open it. Let me just open this one. Looks like one more signal on the Nifty. In case if you are looking at the Nifty, it will be your best bet. Let me open that. Guys, look for all the opportunities on the Nifty to be like and sold off. I believe the signals would have also been like and coming on the Nifty pretty much well. Advanced chart. Okay, there is not much here. Where is the signal came in then? Okay, so the signal has been on the Nifty only, correct. Glad that I was telling you not to chase this one. And on the downside, you also needed to go for the momentum. So what is a Nifty clue here? The chart is giving you the clue on the Nifty as well. What is a clue? Guys, the COVID cases like in the pharma is going down because like in COVID is on the verge of like an almost like an, it is what to say, the COVID is there, but it is not there kind of a scenario, right? Last time it required a lot of hospitalization, a lot of pharma, medicine and everything. This time, though it has been treated like in just like another flu, the cases are coming up and going again. So not much of things are happening. Watch out for this level. In case if the Nifty is bouncing back, that is a level wherein again it can be expected to be shorted. That's the level wherein I'm expecting the Nifty to give you one more round of an opportunity. Watch out. So things which we have learned so far. Before the session, I was telling you all these three categories. Now, I always wanted the quadrant 4 to be avoided completely by the like in buyers especially. It is, yes, sellers can like and use it, but buyers as such, if you are thinking about taking any trades, avoid taking it on the quadrant 4. Whenever there is a long unwinding happening, don't go for aggressive trade. In the upcoming days, I will be also showcasing you how you will be able to differentiate the long unwinding as in weeks of like there is a demand in that long unwinding or there is a supply in the long unwinding. I will be showcasing you that in the upcoming days. But today I will just give you a fair example. What I wanted you to look at when I say this long unwinding, this is going to be very critical. Okay, long unwinding is something wherein the people are booking their profits. The people who would have bought it in the quadrant 1, those guys are booking the profits. It can be profit, it can be a loss. Imagine it is again depends upon the entry. If you would have entered at the lower level and then like and bought it and then like in market moving higher and then selling it, then you would have been booking the profit. But imagine if you have bought at the higher level, imagine in today's scenario. Look at your scenario here. If you would have bought it somewhere around 558, and if you're holding it now, then you are at a loss. Imagine you bought it at the day's low of 190. If you're booking your profit now, then you'll be in a profit. So it again depends upon the area where you enter and how long you are going to be holding it today. So it is typically saying, guys, we would have given you a golden opportunity for you to exit if you would have exited at the higher level. But if you have not, then we would have seriously punished you. That's exactly the market is proving it to the buyers who would have been buying it on the put side, sorry, the call side. Now, coming back. So this is an avoid area not only for option buyers, even like in sellers normally like in they will make use of it. The reason is it is going to be in the OTM strikes. Why this is an avoid? Why I want you to avoid this? I always insisted on people buying the in the money and at the money strikes, not the OTM strikes. Usually you will be seeing the slide in OI and slide in price in the OTM strikes. I'll show you now. Can you see this? These are the strikes where the long unwinding is happening, where both the price is falling, OI is also falling. Which are the strikes? 42,500, 41, 4,500, 37,200, 37, 37,300, 37,100. Where the market is trading? Market is trading at 38,500. What we are witnessing here, it is all in like a deep OTM strikes, correct? Both the sides OTM strikes. Call 40,000 and above, put 37,000 and below. So this is clearly suggesting me, Shiva, this is not an like an area where an option buyer needed to be doing it. So then you might be asking, why these strikes are trading? Okay, why these strikes are trading? All these are OTM, why these are trading? I will give you a classic example. On day one, I told you how this like an options and futures and options market came into the picture. The futures and options market came into the picture because people thought they need something for them to hedge their position. Imagine, I am buying 1 lakh quantity of futures today on the Bank Nifty. Okay. I am buying 1 lakh quantity of Bank Nifty futures. All of a sudden, without any warning, if the Bank Nifty falls 2%, what will happen to my like in a long quantity? I will be incurring a huge loss. If I don't want to incur a loss, what I will do, I will hedge my long position with the buying a put. So what I will do in this scenario, I will go and buy a 37,000 put, which will be trading at 5 rupees or 10 rupees, around like in 50,000 or 1 lakh quantity. Whatever the minimum money which I needed to hedge my position, which I will be doing it. I know I may not be able to recover the entire loss, but in case if something goes wrong, if there is a 2,000 point fall, at least this one will go to 5 rupees to 1,000 rupees, and it can give me some compensation on the loss which I'm going to be taking on the other side. That's the reason people go and take an hedge position. And as it goes near to the expiry, these edges will be closed, or some of them would be unwinding their longs. That's the reason you are seeing the price also dropping. The OI is also dropping. Price will drop naturally because as it is nearing to the expiry due to the time value, you know the premium cannot be that much and it has to expire worthless. So naturally the price will be coming lower. Even just look at this 31,000, 37,000, 31 in the morning. Now it is trading at 11 rupees because it went higher and then it is falling now. Now look at what is happening with the world markets now. What is happening? Dow has fallen from flat to positive in the morning to almost 100, 200, now 270 points. When we were at the break, it was around 200. Now it is at 270. Is it making sense? Through the day, are we seeing that like, and we needed to see this? Yes. And okay, there is a 2 candle theory playing out in the Bank Nifty. Will you go and enter in the 2 candle theory here? Ideally, we should not be looking at. Why? It is still trading above the VWAP. That is, buyers still holding the fort. Imagine if this 2 candle theory is falling like and forming, and the like and already the candles are forming below the VWAP. It's a perfect scenario. As long as the VWAP is not getting broken, you will get a minor support. But what is happening now is everybody is trying to book a profit. The reason is Dow is falling big time, and they are not like in thinking about whether FM will make an announcement or not. The global markets are falling big time. Let me exit my position. That's the reason it is happening. Now, coming back, the long unwinding category is for purely for the hedge players, nothing to do with you and me. Now you know why I say like an OTM strikes are out of the market. If you are trying to go and play in the OTM strike, you will be playing in the out of the market. Never do that. You know, there is a like an history. This is one crazy example which I'm going to be showing it to you. Some of you would have seen it, some of you would not have. These are the things wherein a seller can go bankrupt, a buyer can make an like an one like an what to say millionaire kind of a day. Imagine many buyers, what they try to do is they go and buy an OTM every week, thinking that it is going to be giving them a reward. Yes, it will give them a reward, and you do not know when. Okay, you do not know when, but it will give you a reward. As and when it gives you a reward, it will be like a large reward. But the problem is, out of 100 times, you will win only 1 or 2 times. 98 times you will fall. By the time you will completely go out. Okay. But guys, Nifty is already like, and I told you, it is like clearly on a falling wicket from whole day. It has been doing it. And Nifty is still like an 120 point green. The Bank Nifty is 350 points in the like in what to say, it is in a completely different atmosphere. Don't try to do anything on the Bank Nifty as long as the VWAP is not getting broken. But Nifty, clearly every rise is a golden opportunity to keep on selling it. But keep a track on the RSI. If it is extremely oversold, don't go and attempt it. Is it extremely oversold? Yes or no? So this is a market wherein you can expect all these things to happen. Now, it is an oversold. Bank Nifty is near to the VWAP or the important support level. What can happen now? Bank Nifty can take a small support and then move higher. If the Bank Nifty is moving higher, automatically it will give some support to the Nifty and then it might move higher. As it is moving higher, that's the area again you can use that opportunity to short. That's the reason you needed to simultaneously see all these things, how they are reacting, what they are trying to do. Will they be giving me a profit or loss? How it is going to be like in giving me the profit? All these things are going to be important. Now, did I say that? It has taken the support at the VWAP and it is moving higher. If the next 2-3 minutes, if for some reason, if the Bank Nifty is falling below this VWAP with a strong volume, then Bank Nifty will also be getting weaker. Now, if you are thinking about taking a trade, where is that? Still, you have an opportunity to take a trade on the Nifty or on the Bank Nifty. Nifty is the weaker guy compared to the Bank Nifty. But the only problem is this guy is already in a oversold territory. So I needed to be little careful there because that guy can fool me in case if there is going to be a reversal. And moreover, but the only good news is the premiums may not be like in that falling. What's happening now in the Bank Nifty? They're taking a support, moving it, and then coming back pretty strong. What's happening here? The more the Dow falls, more the Nifty and the Bank Nifty is falling. Bank Nifty has not at this kind of a day. Many people are saying like, no, Bank Nifty can like Nifty can go all the way high to the expiry and other things. But trust me, when the global markets are falling, we will not be like doing it unless and until there need to be something major which has to come from our market to tell me, Shiva, like, and we are going to be doing absolute wonders compared to the global markets. Now, I've shown you the case one, the dot one, how the dots combined with other categories is helping you to take a decision on how you may needed to take a trade. So dot one plus the data, everything is giving you the clue. Coming back to the long unwinding category, we'll finish this and then go back because the market is literally like showing us a lot of colors in terms of the fall, and Bank Nifty has also started to join the party, and Dow has been like an absolutely going lower and lower. Like I love to comment on these kind of days, guys. This is what I would love to see as in like in a trader, because you're getting to see how the market is behaving, why the VWAP is an important thing, and then how the fall has been happening. Now, morning we saw the towers on the green side more, and then the red towers were like a little less. Now, which side you see the towers getting more and more now? Is it on the green or on the red side now? So that is clear indication that the people are ready to book their profits left, right, and center. They are not worried about anything. They just wanted to get out of the trade. Correct? Imagine a trend player. If you would have been holding your position thinking that you're going to be getting an 100% returns by end of the day, you would be surprised. You would have been at a complete shock. Both call and the put, it is still trading. Almost it went to 100, 150%. Right? Now it is all into the flat territory. Can you see the look at the recovery? It is almost given you like an 100 points recovery, but from a higher level, it has fallen 300 points. Okay. So Guys, it is always important. Stick to what suits you and then like and keep on doing the same thing. I think Nifty is like an on cloud 9 now, but it has almost gone into the RSI of 12. How I showed you the RSI when it is going to 91, 92, it is going to be like doing a small fall on the RSI. Similar thing can be expected here as well. Now, where is your entry? In case if you have missed to enter and other things, let it go near to the super trend. Imagine if you're a one lot player, you need to wait till this. If you're a multi-lot player, you can take one lot here, two lots here, four lots here. This is the area wherein you can average as much as possible. The reason is that's the area you can expect a major move to be happening. So that's the area you needed to be focusing upon. But with the way the market is just behaving, you can expect further fall to be happening. But watch out for the RSI level. RSI is going to be the most important level. Guys, any move on the upside now is a golden opportunity. Use it. Let's see whether it is going to be coming towards the zone. This is the zone I'm waiting for. If there is a bounce, that's the zone. RSI climbing there will be a golden opportunity. Can they go there? One last attempt. Now everybody, whoever was thinking about like an FM meet and everything, everybody would have like thought about like I will protect first my like capital today. I'm not worried about FM is going to be doing a meeting or not. That's the way they are trading, right? So you needed to be really careful. Guys, every rise is a golden opportunity to sell. In case if the RSI is climbing from here up to the 40 mark, you can expect a big sell-off to be coming in once again. That's the area you needed to be focusing on. Let's see whether they're going to be doing that. One more attempt on the upside. The Dow has fallen to 330 points. RSI is beginning to climb towards the 20 mark, but it is not at 20. I would love to see the RSI going to 20, but it is not. It is still okay. You needed to be waiting there. Once they make the move, then you will get a bigger move. The problem with the Nifty is you may not be seeing much of premium move happening as it is with the Bank Nifty. That's the only problem with the Nifty today. Let's see whether these guys are going to be going there. That will be your final trading opportunity for the day, guys. How many of you have taken a trade today? And how many of you are just not yet, still you're like thinking about, should I be taking a trade or not? Okay. So guys, in case, if you have not tried it, this is the area wherein I would love to try. Okay. When it is coming near, if you are a one lot player, take a one lot as our like a trade and use this level, like you can use this level as a stop loss entry at this level. By the time the RSI would have also climbed, that's a perfect entry area. If it is not coming, then absolutely fine, because it is time is almost at 3 o'clock. It is absolutely fine. But in case if it jumps up there, that's the only area wherein we can think about taking a trade. Otherwise, avoid it completely, since almost like at 3 o'clock, we will always get another day for us to be taking a better trade home. So the way the Nifty is looking like, they are just using every opportunity on the bounce to be like and selling it off, right? Okay. I think it's better to avoid from here on. The reason is it's almost at 3 o'clock. Some of you would be like in with like in a small capital and other things. Don't try to like and fight with this market. Okay. So avoid it. We will get another day. Don't worry. Now, coming back. These are OTM strikes on that particular day. When I say OTM strike, the market was trading. This is on like in the corporate tax announcement day when Nirmala Sitharaman announced. It will be like in 1 in a million day. Why I say 1 in a million? On this particular day, the Bank Nifty was trading at 26,500, 26,800 odd range. These are all 2,000, 3,000 points away, 28,500, 28,900, 29,000, 29,100, and so on. All these were trading at 3 rupees, 4 rupees, and 5 rupees. What normally the sellers do, they go and sell the OTM strikes. Imagine if you are a seller, if you'd have sold it like an any other day, you would have thought by end of the expiry, I'm going to be pocketing this entire, like in what to say, the 10 rupees or 5 rupees, whatever that you have sold. Unfortunately, if this is not your day, imagine you have not placed your stop loss, or if you have placed a stop loss and if it is not triggered, any 1 lakh capital which you would have invested, your loss would have been 5 crores. At the day's high, it would have been 9 crore. And if you'd have hold on to your like in a selling position for the following day, your loss would have been 15 crore because it went to 1,500 rupees. 1 lakh capital would have become 15 crore loss for you. That is the kind of impact which will have on the OTM strikes. Imagine if you're a buyer who would have bought it for 1 lakh, you would have been went home with a profit of 5 crore by end of the day. If you'd have hold on to the higher level, you would have gone home with like almost 9 crore. The next day, if you'd have been holding on to your position, you would have went home with 15 crore profit for 1 lakh. Okay, but how many times it will happen? This happened. How many times you would have seen the percentage increase of 10,000% on a strike, option strike? Today, what is the percentage? You're seeing hardly like an 20, 100 and 120, 50% fall, 60% fall. Maximum like on the buy side, it is happening around almost at 120, 130. Here on this particular day, if you would have bought any call during the day, you would have easily made around like 100%. I still remember we were sitting on a loss of like in 3-4 lakhs. I was doing a free webinar for more than 500 participants from 3-4 lakhs because it has triggered our morning like in stop losses on the call side. Then we were making around 5 lakh or 6 lakh profit through the day. Okay, so that is like an almost history now, right? Because it happened on 2019, 9/20, 2019. Now the market is in a different phase. This is going to be happening once in a while. So buying an OTM on this day, yes, it would have made sense, but you do not know when that kind of a day is going to be coming. 90% of the day, you will be losing big time. So that's a reason I ask people to avoid it completely. Now look at this. What is the Bank Nifty is positioning itself now? Every move that has went higher, everything has been sold off. What is that which is going to be suggesting you with the kind of move that you're witnessing now? What you're going to be thinking about taking a trade? Will you take home a trade on the OTM strike or in the money or at the money? OTM strike, it is only used for hedging. Never try to go and take a naked position. If you're taking a naked position, out of 10 times, 8 times you will lose. 2 times you may win. That doesn't mean like you will win all the time. Guys, being a seller, okay, being a seller, yes, the broker will not have any issues. Guys, in 2008 and 9, I will tell you one story which has happened to my close, like in the office colleague actually. Couple of guys went bankrupt purely because of selling options. On that particular day, when the Satyam Saga happened, I don't know how many of you were there when Satyam Saga happened, when you guys were in the market. The Satyam Saga shares were trading at almost at like a 253, 300 odd levels. It fell quickly towards like an 25, 30 rupees on that particular day. Okay, from 250 to 300, sorry, to 30. Then what has happened is people who are selling all the OTM puts and everything became in the money, and then they all shooted up like in 5,000, 10,000%. They didn't had any money. Then the broker like can literally like can ask them to play whatever the like losses that they incurred. Couple of them had to sell their properties to settle their dues. Guys, one day as a trader, if imagine even in this scenario, the sellers say, I will have like a risk management. I know how to adjust my position and everything. Imagine even if you are thinking about taking a risk management in everything, the price jumps from 5 rupees to 50. Okay, when the option prices freezes and then jumps 10 times, your mind will get frozen. You will not even be in a position to react to close your position. There are certain technical things wherein you will not be able to do any adjustment. On this particular day, there were a lot of brokers from like in North India, especially Gujarat, Ahmedabad and other things. They lost 50 to 100 crores in the prop desk and other things. Nobody would have expected that kind of a move, 100, 200 crores in a single day. Some of them like in committed suicide and other things. That's the reason I keep insisting the people, if you do not know how to do the selling, do not even bother to get into the market. One, you would have done amazing things for 200 days. One day is enough for you to not only wipe your capital, it will completely wipe out your entire, not only your entire savings, it will entire like in whatever the money and house, property, everything you have earned. You will not have any other choice other than to do it. The same risk has been coming to the option buyers as well now. Where? In the stock. Why? Because in the stocks on the day of the expiry in the last week, usually, if you do not have the capital to take a physical delivery, then they will be having like in levying a heavy penalty. So that's the reason avoid stock option, because in index options, we do not have that kind of a rule wherein we don't have any requirement for us to take a physical delivery of the index. So in the stock, you have to take a physical delivery of the index if it is falling in the money category. Avoid stock options, avoid selling. If you are thinking to sell the OTM strikes, if you are using the OTM strikes as a weapon, use it to only hedge your position. Imagine you are buying 1 lakh quantity in the futures, or you are buying 1 lakh quantity in the cash component. You wanted to hedge it, then go ahead and do it. Please do not blindly go and sell it thinking that, no, I wanted to like somehow get this. You will not get this 4 rupees. You will get it 90% of the time. One time, it can completely wipe it out. Guys, many sellers will agree to me. No one will be able to do an adjustment when the move is happening, this kind of a wild move. Guys, you will be saying 1,000 things. Shiva Naik, I know how to adjust my position. Imagine if there is going to be a gap. You guys haven't seen that kind of a day. Okay, that's the reason in the last 2-3 years, people, whoever have entered, guys, I'm telling you, this is not the market at all. Okay, you guys haven't seen the market at all. All you have witnessed is minor correction and a major bull run. Minor correction and a major bull run. You haven't witnessed the kind of like a fall that can be created. You will be seeing multiple lower circuits, multiple upper circuits, multiple like what to say consolidation day for like a months together. All those things is going to be happening. Only then you will be able to understand what the impact the market is going to be showing you. Currently, trust me, this is not at all easy, like what to say, market which you can say, I will become like a full-time trader. No. Like, tell me honestly, how many of you would have seen this kind of a move? Very rarely, right? 500 points uptick. Now Bank Nifty is going into negative. Will you ever like think about that? In spite of HDFC being in green, ICICI in green, Kotak in green, Axis in green, all the banks are in green, still it is going into the negative territory. Now look at this. Guys, there is a gap. You can expect like almost it is in the oversold territory. You can expect a bounce. Don't try to do anything between 3 and 3:30. This is a time between 3 and 3:30. Usually large institutions come and play, take positions or do adjustments for their positions and other things. Let me tell you honestly, today, a lot of fingers would have got burnt. Imagine if they would have been like trying to sell this market. And look at the put. Guys, I was like in the morning, I was looking at this one. Look at this guy. This is going to be getting hit. 444, 476. Wow. What's happening now? 430 to 476. This is a brutal fall which has been happening. Whoa, wow. Anybody? Now, FM comes and says or not, what is our market is doing now? Guys, tomorrow morning, don't try to take any trades on the call side. Please avoid it. Wait for 30 minutes. Let the move happen. Open and high on all the puts have been hit, especially 38, like in 500. This went to almost 150 rupees. What a way to hit the open and high on both the sides today. Wow, these guys are absolutely brilliant. They are absolutely brilliant. And this market now turned its picture completely. Now you should tell me, looking at the data. This is for Nifty. What is happening with the Bank Nifty now? Though I have not added any position, what is happening on the put side? Why the put prices are going higher? Who's getting battered today? Now PE writers are Completely battered, right? How will we say that it is completely battered? Look at this. What has happened in the last 1 hour? This is beautiful to the core. From 177, they have gone to 459. Imagine a guy who was selling it at 177. But the problem is, imagine a guy who would have bought it at 355 and sold it at 177. He would be like literally repenting, right? Now, the guy who would have sold it at 177, now he will be like, what the hell I have done? I thought like, and the FM is going to be coming and making an announcement and the market is going to be moving. But where did this Dow guy came into the picture and he literally took it to the lower circuit and almost my market fell almost like in 400, 500 points. Now 30 points in the negative. And this is the power of short covering. What is the power of short covering? What was the difference which I said between this day and today? When it went and then bounced, I told one difference was there between that and this. What was that? You remember? Dow was positive that day. Dow is negative today. Did you like an, are you able to, guys, these are the small nuances which I want you guys to note it down. Okay. What are the possibilities where it can move, where it cannot? All these things are the ones which I wanted you to put it in your mind. Okay, I told you there can be a possibility like this, or if the Dow is going to be taking a complete U-turn, they are going to be expecting, guys, there is not going to be much. Let me also sell it. This is like in a big time selling which is happening. This is absolutely crazy. What you're witnessing is like in a once in a blue moon kind of a day. So you needed to enjoy it. But will you enter now? How many of you wanted to enter a trade? Don't even bother. RSI, very rarely you will be seeing below the 10 mark, which is currently indicating to me it is at extremely, extremely oversold territory. Okay, extremely oversold territory. The bounce will be like a little severe. Don't do anything at this juncture. Okay, because usually whenever the RSI has gone below like in 15, 10, these are levels wherein I don't want you to touch it. Moreover, tomorrow, even if you're getting a gap down, okay, wait for 30, 40 minutes, see where the bounce is happening, and then I will enter the market. Don't try to go and chase if it is a gap down. Don't go and chase if it is a gap down, because already the RSI is oversold. Tomorrow morning, the RSI will be extremely oversold. Then there will be a bounce at the lower level. You will get stuck. Don't do that. Instead, wait for a bounce. Let the RSI like and come back around like in 40 odd zones. Then we will try to do a sell off. Glad that like and whatever the things which we wanted it is happening in the live market today. All the open and high, guys, we will have a dedicated session on OI Pulse. I will be explaining on all the features. Don't worry how you needed to be looking at all these things, because before that I needed to complete other aspects. Only then you will be able to see it. Open and high in the morning, everything on the call side is it. Now everything on the put side is it around like in 3 o'clock. Wow, what a gameplay. What a gameplay. These are like in very, very rare scenarios which you guys will be seeing it. Glad that you are able to witness all these things. Next 2 months is going to be the most interesting and enthralling period, which I'm expecting it to be in the markets. Pure reason is the way the global markets are, the way the like in the crude and then the inflation, the bond yield, the dollar index, how the money is going to be going out. The Fed is indicating too much of like in rate hikes. Everything is going to be having a significant impact on our markets too. So get ready to witness all of them. Literally, they are wanting to close it at the day's low. They are not worried about the RSI, guys. Very rarely I've seen this. This is not a good sign at all. Not a good sign at all. This is ugly to the core, because from the higher level, we have given up close to like in 500, 600 points. What was the day's high? The day's high was 38,965, almost 1,000-point fall from the day's high, and it is not stopping. Can you see this chart, which is scary? Absolutely scary. Don't try to go and think that I wanted to. Imagine even if 300, 400 point pull back, you will be getting stuck big time. Usually the big money is the one who will be taking all these positions towards the day end. It is not for you and me. So avoid it completely. And again, tomorrow, if there is a big gap up, don't try to think that no, market is now going to be going higher and I can use that opportunity. These guys are going to be fooling you. Don't do that. Avoid it. The way they are doing it is completely disastrous. Yes, this will imagine when you're looking at from outside, reviewing all these things. Yes, it'll be really beautiful. But so why the banks were positive? Because they might be expecting some, because this is what it is. Now nobody is talking about the FM meeting in the TV news channels. So what was the reason for you all to be becoming bullish? Everybody were expecting some news is going to be coming out and the an FM is going to be making an announcement. It might be a floated story for the retailers to go aggressively writing a put, aggressively in buying a call. It may be a retailer in a trap. Many of them would have got trapped left, right, and center today. I'm telling you honestly, with the way all the banks were bullish, writers would have been so confident to go and keep on writing the puts. They all would have been in a soup. Unless and until they would have made some adjustment. Do you think they would have been able to make an adjustment for the whole day? What they would have done? Where they would have made an adjustment? They didn't make the adjustment when it was at 170. Only when it went to a 200, 250, 300, 400, they all felt panicking. And you wanted to see what the impact last 1 hour? Look at this. Every call or a put, calls have fallen more than 50%. But look at the puts here. Everything has rallied more than 250%. Wow. This is crazy to the core. Guys, if I were you, I would avoid the 320 today. Only reason is it is already extremely oversold. And one more thing, whatever the things which has happened in the last 30 minutes, you will be taken only the last 30-minute average traded price. If for some reason, if the Dow is recovering, you will be seeing in a gap up opening, and then you will be getting stuck at a buying at a higher level. So avoid it completely. If I were you, I will avoid it. But if the RSI is coming towards the 40 mark, then probably yes, we can. But till that time, avoid it completely. This is ideally not a market which is going to be giving you the reward. So don't do anything which is going to be because it is going to be more of news driven day. Imagine if FM is going to be coming and making an announcement, then yes. If it is not, you can expect a major fall as well. Again, anything is possible. When it is a news driven day, avoid it completely. As I told you, morning trade. If the RSI is going to be closing at 10, and if the RSI is going to be opening at 10 or 15, will you take a morning trade on the put side? I wouldn't. I wanted the RSI to be about in 30 or 40. Then I would be definitely trying to take it. Again, depends upon how tonight market fares and other things. I will be sharing my morning view tomorrow. Then we can think about it. Okay. Don't do anything till that time. If Dow has recovered and closing in positive, we can expect some kind of a recovery to be happening in our markets too. And imagine if the an FM is making some announcement. I'm not thinking about the Nifty, but at least Bank Nifty, you can expect some kind of a recovery because it has almost been 1,000-point fall from the higher level. The bulls will be definitely devastated. If you are buying an HDFC or any other banks, you would have been definitely devastated. So they would definitely try to take one round of an approach on the upside before they make a move on the downside. But I want the RSI not to be in 15 or 20 range in the opening. Even in 20, I can sell it, but not when the RSI is around 10 and 15. No way I will be entering into a trade tomorrow morning. Again, I repeat, tomorrow morning, watch the RSI. If it is going to be at 10 and 20 and other between 10 and 20, don't anything above 20 to 30. Yes, based on the global parameters. Tonight, if the Dow has fallen and you're getting all the moves, then yes, it makes sense. Otherwise, avoid it. Guys, I don't want you guys to, like in freshers especially, tomorrow avoid your trades. I don't want you guys to take any trades in the morning. Avoid it. Even experienced folks, you guys are going to be witnessing something wild. Avoid it as much as possible. So today we have witnessed how the OI spurts is going to be like in being helpful. I've also showed you the example of why you needed to avoid the last category. It is to be used only for the hedging purposes. Now, in the next session, tomorrow, we will be discussing on wicks and the IV aspect. These two are going to be very important. Once we cover this top 5, on the next day, we will be covering the bottom 5. So the top 5 is going to be the important area, which we are going to be looking at tomorrow. Now, look at what's happening now. What the Bank Nifty is doing. Is it recovering? RSI aspect is playing out? Absolutely yes. So whatever the move which has happened, now imagine if you're a person who would have been holding to your trades, again, it will be a problem. From almost 530, it has recovered to 430, almost 100 rupee recovery. This is not an ideal or an easy day for trend players to play at all. If you are a player who are holding your position for way too long without trailing it, I'm telling you, you would be in a soup bit. Now, what did I say on the RSI? Where it wanted to be closing? If it is closing these levels, then what you can expect? Correct? So tomorrow, if there is a rise in the morning, and if the global markets are like a not being supportive, then we can expect again. What has happened to the Dow now? In the last few minutes, what's happening with the Dow? Guys, 320 will be an avoid even if it is coming. The reason is news based. You cannot be like in predicting what's going to be happening with the news, right? So there is no point me saying this is what you needed to do it. It is again coming on 38,700, 565 odd zones. I think it is already moved from 565 when it came. So 565 to 590 already. But if I were you, avoid it completely. Any move towards that zone, you will see that these guys are just going to be making a mockery there. But the good news for you is the RSI is not closing it at the day's low. RSI is coming towards the 20 to 30 mark. So tomorrow morning, in case if there is not much of news happening, I will use that opportunity to sell at least once on the Nifty. Bank Nifty, yes, slowly it is coming towards the 21 mark, but it is still not like an pretty confident, right? It is still not confident. That's the only thing which I want you guys to look at. That's a good news. That's a good news. So Nifty, in case if there is a 50 or 100 point jump up tomorrow, we will try to sell it once at least. Guys, today's PDF has already been uploaded. Watch that folder. You have all the PDFs has been already uploaded, including the connect the dots. Okay, so you can download it from there. Okay, with that, we come to today's session close. So how was the day so far, guys? Guys, I would be doing few sessions next, like in probably after 10 days early, but not tomorrow. We will take it slow because some of you would definitely like and will not be in a patience wherein you would like and do it. So we will do it. Don't worry. We will be doing some early sessions as well, but not tomorrow. I wanted to first, you guys needed to see what is happening. Guys, there won't be any session on this Thursday because I will be out. I have like a personal commitment. So tomorrow will be the session, and as per the calendar, we will have the next session on. Yes, tomorrow we have the session, guys. Tomorrow we have the session 19th. The next session will be on 24th. Okay. The reason why I'm giving you a break is after each topic, I wanted you guys to go and relook at the videos, and I wanted you to look at the market from a different perspective. How many of you have changed your perspective, the way you were looking at the market to last week to now, before attending the session and after attending the session? Are you able to see a difference in yourself? The way you analyze the market, the way the data is approaching you, way you needed to look at, what are the things you needed to look at. Earlier, you would have been like in taking a blind trade. Now you would be looking at so many aspects, why this is happening, why that is happening. That's very important. Okay, so now you'll be focusing more on the data aspect and how the data is giving you a clue, how you needed to take a trade, whether you should be like in sticking on or whether you should be giving it up. All those things are going to be very important. And from today, you will also be focused on the voice perch data, correct? That's a new thing which you have learned. How many of you now feel in the last 6 months, oh no, man, I have taken trades like just blindly. How many of you feel that now? Look at the number of hands coming out. So now you believe with proper decoding of data, anyone can make money? You guys understood that, right? So what is that which is missing? On day one, which I said, more than the data, whatever the setup which I'm going to be sharing and other things, when the data is giving you an opportunity, you needed to ready to execute that. I wanted you guys to execute. You will be confident after the session, you will be confident. But I wanted you to showcase me, Shiva, that confidence I'm able to execute the trade as well. Okay. So people have been asking me, why Shiva, and many of them have been attending your sessions multiple times. How many of you are attending the session second or the third or the fourth, or some of them are on the seventh time? Every time, are you learning something new? Is it the same thing? There are few things which the market is teaching us every now and then, and we are learning something new. And more you're getting confident. That's the only thing. I'm so proud to say that some of them who have been attending multiple sessions now figuring in almost yesterday, I think Vijay has recorded his face-to-face. I'm so happy for him to consider myself okay, my mentee has been it's the same platform as I have been. That's exactly I wanted to see everybody there. I wanted you all to be winning and then showcasing yourself to the world. That's something which I'll be happy to hear. Okay. Guys, we will be discussing on when, tomorrow, why we needed to avoid the last hour, why I don't want you to take a trade and so on. Okay. Okay, guys, with that, we will come to end of today's session. In a scale of 1 to 10, how will you rate today's session, guys? Okay, great. Thank you, guys. Thank you all so much. You all have a great day and a great evening. See you all tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning. Okay. Bye, guys. Take care. And you all know where to access the link for tomorrow. So don't say the session is completed and try tomorrow's session. Don't. Look at the date and then join the date. And recording will be uploaded here. The recording will be most probably uploaded by in 6:37. You can watch the recording for the day. Watch it multiple times until you get a clarity. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you all so much. This is the Lakshman Rekha for tomorrow for the Nifty. If it falls below this level, you can expect a bigger fall. The same is going to be on the Bank Nifty, somewhere around 37,800. So if these guys are breaking this level, you can expect all the way up to in 37,300 to 37,000 in the upcoming days. Okay, guys. Bye. See you. Guys, we will be going in detail on the charts, how to look at these lines, how I had drawn these lines and other things. I'll tell you out. Don't worry.